Hi friends, in the last videos we covered, sir, what is a try except a block, next a control flow in try except, next and after the try with the multiple except blocks, next a single except block that can handle multiple exceptions. Up to that we covered, right? Now the next thing what I have to discuss, default except block. Remember this one, sir, the name itself indicates a default except block. Okay, so what is the purpose of default except block? Okay, very simple, sir. Default except block will be executed if there is no other except block matched. Remember something, so default except block will be executed if no other except block matched in general. So after handling exception, if any new exception is coming, if any remaining exceptions are there, such type of exceptions we can handle by using default except block. Remember this one, sir. So when the default except block will be executed, if no except block matched, then only default except block will be executed. Generally default except block contains just printing exception information to the console, such type of general information. It doesn't contain any specific handling code. Remember this one, sir. Sir, what is the syntax for default except block? Sir, observe a bit very carefully about this one. If I can take except zero division error, I am taking, sir, except zero division error like this I am taking. So except zero division error, do you know this except block meant for zero division error? Sir, now my requirement, so except that's all, I'm not mentioning anything. I'm not going to mention anything, sir, except immediately colon. This is called default except block. Sir, it can handle any type of exception, no problem at all. Any type of exception it can handle. So if no other except block matched, then only default except block will be executed. Is it clear for all of right? Sir, just observe carefully about this one. We can use a default except block to handle any type of exceptions. Next, in default except block, generally we can print exception information to the console. Just a print exception information to the console, such type of thing only we can take inside except block. Sir, have you observed, right? What is the syntax? Except colon statements like this, right? Okay, so everyone in the position to understand what is the meaning of default except block, let me explain with a small example, then you may get much clarity. Observe carefully, right? Here I am taking try, our same example, sir. Try, okay, x is equal to int of input enter first number, number like this I am taking, sir. Enter first number. Y is equal to int input enter second number like this I'm taking, sir. Okay, two values are there. Print the result x by y. Okay, the result x by y like I'm taking, sir. Sir, now I'm taking except zero division error like this I'm taking. Except zero division error. Okay, like, sir, here I'm taking print zero division error, division by zero, zero division error divide by zero like this I'm taking, sir. That's all, divide by zero like. Sir, now except okay, like I'm taking except. Sir, now print default except block. Print of default except block. Default except block like provide int values only. Int values like this I took, sir. Yes, perfect. Sir, now here how many except blocks are there? Two except blocks. One is zero division error. Second one is what? Default except block, sir. Now when this default except block will execute, if zero division error occurs, now this except block is the responsible. Other than zero division error, if any error is coming, now this except block is going to execute, sir. Observe this very carefully. For zero division error, this except block. Other than zero division error, if any other exception came, then automatically this except block is the responsible, okay, to execute. Default except block can handle any type of exception. If zero division error, this person is going to take care because it is available, okay. So if not zero division error, any other error, yes, this person is the responsible. Suppose if I am not taking this one, then this person can handle zero division error also, okay. That thing, even that facility is also there, sir. Okay, have a look once. Let me execute this code so that you may get much clarity about this terminology, right? Of course, let me cross check. Maybe this code is available with me, not required, sir. This code may be available here. Just observe a bit very carefully about this one. That's all, sir. Sir, here take a bit special care. Try x is equal to input of enter first number, x is equal to int of input of enter second number, okay, except zero division error, yes, print zero division error can't divide with 0, sir. Next, except default, like, sir, now from this example you people should require to familiar with this is called what? Default except block. If zero division error is coming, this person is going to take care. Any other thing is coming, then automatically this default except block is going to execute, sir. Sir, now let me execute this code. Have a look once, sir. Enter first number 10, enter second number 2, no exception. 5.0 we are getting perfectly, sir. Now I am taking enter first number 10, enter second number 0. Now observe zero division error can't divide with 0. Have you observed? First except block got executed, okay. Well, sir, now enter first number 10, enter second number 2, sir. Sir, now value error will come. For value error, default except block is going to execute. Now observe this one. Default except block, please provide valid input only. So for zero division error, first one is going to execute. For remaining, second one is going to execute, sir. Suppose if I remove this one, now this default except block can handle zero division error also. Have a look once. Let me remove first except block. Let me remove this first except block. If I remove this one, okay, now for all exceptions, this default except block will execute, sir. Now observe 10, enter first number 10, enter second number 0. Then what the answer we are getting? Default except block, please provide valid input only, okay, like, so even for zero division error also same default except block executed, sir. Enter first number 10, enter second number 2. Now observe that for this also default except block executed. So default except block can handle any type of exception, no problem at all. Generally we are going to print sir, just exception information to the console, because it is nowhere related to particular exception. So this is the generic handling code for any type of exception. Are you in the position to understand? Any doubt about this one? Yes, friends, clear? Now I have one small doubt, sir. Sir, in our example, how many except blocks are there? I respond. How many except blocks are there? 2 except blocks. What the first one? Except zero division error. Second one, default except block. Where I'm taking this default except block? Respond. Where I'm taking this default except block at last, okay, like, sir, can I take this default except block, sir, here? Yeah, the first one. Yes, sir, respond. Is it possible or not? Okay, I want to take default except block at the beginning, okay, and then I'm taking zero division error at the second. Can you please tell, is it valid or not? Except zero division error, like I'm taking, sir, print of zero division error, like this I'm taking. Zero division error, like I'm taking. Can you please confirm, is this one, is it valid or not? Respond. Very important point. So if multiple except blocks are there, Python virtual machine is always going to give the chance from top to bottom, correct, right? So if this person can handle any type of exception, then the remaining except blocks never going to get in the chance. Are you getting? So this person more specific to handle zero division error. Next person is the more specific to handle file not found error. So these except blocks never going to get in the chance, which may be the problem. That's why default except block must be last except block. Remember this one, sir. Default except block must be last except block. If you change order, if you are taking anywhere else, immediately we are going to get syntax error. Very, very important, sir. If for default except block is there, compulsory it must be last except block. Okay, have a look once here in our example. Here in our example, so two things are there. First I'm taking normal except block. Second one default except block. Default except block I took at the last, no problem at all. So that's why it is valid, sir. That's why it is a valid, no problem. It's executing, sir. Now what I'm taking, sir, let me remove default except block and place the first one. the first one. Observe that. So first which except block? Default except block, and then except zero division error. If I can ask Python virtual machine, can you please execute this one? Immediately Python virtual machine will give left and right. Okay, what the reason you are taking? So default except block at the first, then the remaining except blocks never going to get in the chance. That's why have a look once here. Just here the point is, observe carefully, right? Sir, can you please observe syntax error? Default except block must be last one. Default except block must be last. So clear it is going to tell, boss, default except block you have to take yet last. Are you in the position to understand, right? But this rule is applicable only for default except block, not for remaining except blocks. Suppose here I have except zero division error, I have except value error is there, sir. I have except value error is there. So value error, zero division error, you can take in any order, no problem. But compulsory default except block should be last except block if it is there. Are you getting the point? So for normal except block order, I mean in any order you can take, no problem at all. But Python virtual machine is always going to give from top to bottom. But a default except block must be last except block. Okay. So now observe, if I can take this one, if I can take this, sir, happily. So if I can take this one, now it definitely it is, that's all. Except default except block, it will become valid, no problem at all. Now my program execution started. Happily it's going to run, sir. Suppose I have, sir, another except block is there. Except value error, like this I'm taking, sir. Except value error, like I'm taking. Sir, now take very special care about this one, except value error, like. So now these two things you can take in any order, acceptable. Yes, friends, I'm not seeing any problem at all. Yes, valid. Suppose if I can take this one, the first one, this one the first, yes, no issue at all. Only rule, default except block should be last. This one is also perfectly valid. We are not going to get any syntax error. Are you getting the point, right? So what is a default except block? So what is the syntax? Next, this point, can you please observe? If a default except block is defined, then compulsory it must be last except block, otherwise we will get syntax error. Clear, right? Next, this restriction is applicable only for default except block but not for normal except blocks. That is, normal except blocks can be in any order, no problem. Okay, you can take in any order, but Python virtual machine is always going to give the precedence from top to bottom. Is it clear for all of it? What is the default except block? Sir, up to this we covered various types of except blocks. Except block that can handle one exception, except block, okay, that can handle multiple exceptions. Next, default except block, like we covered multiple types of except blocks, right? Now let me summarize all these except blocks. You may get one or two new points also. Observe carefully, sir. various possible combinations of except blocks. How you can use, what are various possible syntaxes are there for the except blocks, right? Okay, here just observe a bit very carefully about this one. Sir, here I'm taking except. I want to write except block. Sir, to handle zero division error, except zero division error, perfectly it is a valid. Can you please tell this except block can handle how many exceptions? Only one exception. Are you getting? If only one exception is there, okay, sir, you can take this exception within parenthesis or without parenthesis also. Parentheses are optional if you are writing except block for one exception. I covered already this point in the last videos, right? Sir, now the same thing even you can write like this also, except zero division error, except zero division error. Yes, you can take within parenthesis also, it is also acceptable, right? Okay, well, sir, now the third point, third point, right? Sir, observe this one. Sir, if only one exception is there, parenthesis, if you want you can take, otherwise not required. Sir, next I want to, sir, access exception information. I want to print exception information. Then as keyword we require to use. Okay, now except zero division error, except zero division error as message, like I'm taking, except zero division error as message, like I'm taking, sir. Sir, can you please tell, is it valid or not? Yes, perfectly itself is the valid. Now except zero division error, except zero division error, okay, as message. Remember this very carefully, sir. If you want to, sir, use as message, compulsory it should be outside of parenthesis only. Remember this one. By mistake, if you are taking within parenthesis, immediately error we are going to get, sir. Take very special care. It should be outside of parenthesis only. Okay, like so. To handle single exception, sir, how many syntaxes are there? So these, next with yes, these are the things, sir. Next, sir, if I consider fifth one, listen carefully. I want to handle multiple exceptions. I want to handle multiple exceptions, right? Now except, sir, here zero division error, comma value error, like this I'm taking, sir. Yes, it is a valid. But whenever we are handling multiple exceptions, parentheses are mandatory. Remember this one, compulsory parenthesis must be there. Okay, like, sir, now, so except zero division error, comma value error, okay, yes, message, like this I'm taking. Sir, I want to access exception information also, then automatically yes message, like we have to take. But take very special care, this yes message should be outside of, okay, this parenthesis. Is it clear, right? Next, sir, what the next, sir, we covered one more, default except block. What is the syntax for default except block? Except, okay, like this. Perfectly, these are valid combinations of, valid possibilities of except block syntax. Everyone in the position to understand, right? Okay, so just I will tell some more. You have to decide whether these are valid or invalid. Observe very carefully, sir. What is the first one I'm taking? First one, except zero division, except zero division error, yes message, like this I'm taking, sir. Can you please confirm? Is it valid or invalid? Invalid. What is the reason for that? Yes, message should be outside of parenthesis only. Okay. So this is invalid, right? Now I'm taking except. Sir, here just my requirement is except zero division error, except zero division error, comma, value error, except zero division error, comma, value error, like this. Can you please confirm? Is it valid or invalid? Invalid. What is the reason is, if you want to write except block that can handle multiple exceptions, parentheses are mandatory. That's why it is the invalid, right? Now, if I can write like this, except zero division error, except zero division error, comma, value error, except zero division error, comma, value error. Okay, yes, message, like this I'm taking, sir. Can you please confirm, is it valid or not? This one is also invalid, but the reason for that is, yes, message you are taking inside the parenthesis, within the parenthesis. Compulsory yes message should be outside a parenthesis. Are you in the position to understand? So what are various possible syntaxes, valid syntaxes for except block, invalid syntaxes for except block? So clear, right? Just have a look once about this. Here see this one. What are various possible combinations of except blocks? Except zero division error, except zero division error within what we call parenthesis, acceptable. Except zero division error as message, valid. Except zero division error as message, no problem. So if you are going to handle one exception, parentheses are optional. Next, as message compulsory should be outside of that only. Next, except zero division error, value error, valid. So whenever we are talking about multiple exception, parentheses are mandatory. Okay, here, sir, parenthesis, outside of parenthesis, yes message, valid. Now except a colon, default except a block. Any doubt about this? Clear, right? Next, have a look once about this, right? Sir, now if except a block is defined for only one exception, then parentheses are optional. Remember, so if except block is defined for only one exception, then parentheses are optional. If multiple exceptions are there, then parentheses are mandatory. Remember. Next, if we use parentheses, then yes must be outside of parentheses only. I told already multiple times. Sir, now observe invalid combinations. Why the first one is the invalid? The reason for that, yes message you are taking within the parenthesis. Next, why second one is invalid? Because multiple exceptions are there. Compulsory parentheses are mandatory. Next, third one. So why? So yes message you are taking within the parenthesis, that's why it is invalid. Any doubt about this one? So what are various possible syntaxes for except block? Valid syntaxes, invalid syntaxes. It's a very clear, not required to keep any explanation. Clear, right?